Hello, friends and lovers. Welcome to another incremental game. This is Haelian, and this game is Crank. This is a free game available. I'll have a link in the description for you to try it for yourselves. Anyway, let us begin. And yes, everything is black and dark for a reason. Everything is dark. There is a small hand crank nearby. It looks stiff, but still operational. Okay, I haven't really played it for myself yet, so we're going to find that out together. I see. Hear a rumbling in the distance, which quickly stops. Everything is dark. There is a small... Oh, wait. I already read all those things, didn't I? Or I read some of those things. I didn't realize... Ah, there we go. We have now lit up. There's a light hum of motor in the distance. I see. And we are gaining power over on the right side now. I understand. Curious what some of these things mean. Plus... Oh, it makes the text smaller and bigger? I suppose. FABR. Scrap metal. I'm watching. Does this consume power? Didn't seem to. So we made a scrap metal. A piece of scrap metal, cold, small, and a bit malleable. Seems useless on its own, but may be useful creating or repairing other things. Oh, you can click to make it go faster. Oh, that appears to cost power, though. So the initial click costs some, and then you can speed it up. Okay, I understand. Now there's a new sys button over here. Fabrication unit online, power levels activated. There is a computer in the area that looks like it can be repaired with enough scrap metal. Okay, our power is getting low. Repair CPU. Insufficient scrap metal. Okay, so we need to make some more. But I also need to crank the power so that I can actually make the scrap metal, I'm guessing. Okay, so it looks like we need to balance between going between the crank and the fabricator, etc., etc. I guess we'll try to get to 10 scrap metal real quick. And then we'll see if that's enough for the computer, because it doesn't tell me how much I need, right? I didn't see anything. Repair CPU. Oh. I believe it did work. Now we have a new screen here. I can see the power slowly going down still. Upgrade CPU. Insufficient scrap metal. Times 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Crank. Huh. Scrap metal. What's this? 3 power per second. Oh, okay. It appears to be using it. Okay. The computer appears to be upgrading something. I forgot what I picked already. Was it crank? But I have to tell it how much power to use, I think. Okay. Then we got a new thing. Crank maximum increased. Maximum? 3 power still. Now let's try upgrading the scrap metal. Crank maximum increased. Oh, I see. It goes up to a green bar now. Okay, I think I understand. Okay, so keep it cranked while we do that. Now, ideally, I'd also be making scrap metal right about now, probably, huh? How do I know when it's done? I hope it tells me right here. Oh, I have to keep my mouse on it. Still not done, huh, buddy? Come on. Ugh. Scrap metal mass fabrication available. Okay, so I can tell it how much to make? Okay, is it 5 power? Went down. Is it even costing power? Oh, I guess I just have to refill this bar on occasion. Okay. This is all very foreign. Okay. Can I upgrade the CPU? Insufficient scrap metal, I think. Oh, no, I'm almost out of power. Quick, to the crank. I doubt anything bad happens. Oh, there we go. Okay, apparently we might lose the lights, but that's not so bad, right? So charge them back up. We have to check the fabricator on occasion to make sure it's making the scrap metal for us. Looks like it might be done. It turned orange. Oh, maybe because that was the last one? Maybe. I assume the computer will tell me when it's done with the thing I chose to upgrade. So I'll be patient. I really want to click on the tab right now, though. Like, desperately. Okay, I have to check. Okay. This one's just longer, I guess, huh? We need more scrap metal. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Okay. I had to make sure. Good time for a sip of water. Forgive me if my voice is off more than normal. I'm a bit under the weather. I'll be okay, though. Don't you worry. Extra nasally. It's the nose tickles that are the worst, right? It's the worst part of it. Info box online. Crank. Generates power. Okay. Fabricator. Fabricates items. Manage power sources. Okay. So we actually got something that will tell us things. Crank. Research 1. Progress 0 out of 2,000. Scrap metal. 0 out of 2,000. System 0 out of 7,000. So it would take a long time to do that. What about upgrading the CPU? Upgrade computer power 15 scrap. Apparently I was capped out on that too. Upgrade computer powered. Now it needs 20. Oh, so I can give it more power. I see. What if I upgrade scrap metal again? Like, what exactly is this going to do, I wonder? And now we have a maximum for scrap metal that I wasn't even aware of before. Computer power upgrade is all it said there, so nothing terribly important. I gotta keep doing that. Try not to run out of power. Crank it. So now we're waiting basically until one of these turns orange, either the computer or the fabricator. At 20, we can upgrade the computer, which allows us to give it more power, but I can only crank so much power at once. It does look like we gain a positive amount, though, at least. But not by a whole lot. Battery fabrication available. Ooh, what's battery fabrication? Battery. Boost battery fabrication, 1 scrap metal it costs. My scrap metal went down, right? Oh, okay. Did it cost some to make one? Don't know what the batteries are for yet. Keep making that. Let's get some power here. Battery 1. Might be something in the log now. A large battery, by plugging it into the system, it can be used to increase the maximum amount of power available. Okay, how the hell do I do that? I'm clicking around. Battery. I don't know. Oh, crank. Oh, there's battery now. It's quite cheap to do, I suppose. And I can upgrade this some more. Okay. Let's make sure we don't run out of power here. There's a lot of menus I'd like to have open all at once. It's the only problem here. I need that, and I'd like to make another battery. Oh, it requires 10 power and 10 scrap metal. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Jill. Okay, looks like we actually managed to complete it. So we need 10 scrap metal, 10 power. Okay. There, I see now. Our max power is increased to 115. Insufficient scrap metal. Battery charge increased. That's from researching the battery. I guess the crank is the next. Do that, and I guess we'll try to get more batteries? Okay. Then we crank. Well, I'm glad this isn't one of those games where they want me to just click as quick as possible over and over and over again for like tens of minutes forever. At least that's a hold down button, even if it's not necessarily the quickest paced. We'll figure it out. I'm sure it's one of those things will become automated eventually, and that's sort of the fun part, right? To find out how that happens. We're barely above power. We did get a second battery, it looks. Crank decay decreased now. So now when I let go, it doesn't go down as quickly, I'm guessing? Okay, I guess I understand. So now with 2 batteries, our max power is now 130. Okay. Now we have to decide what we want to potentially upgrade here. We don't really know. We also gonna need to upgrade the CPU. 10 power, 10 scrap metal. I'm spending a lot of power to make the scrap metal right now. So if I fall below 10, it just stops, I guess, huh? It would appear that way. I don't know, maybe I should be working on the crank some more. Like researching the crank even further. I mean, we just did one, but if I could quickly swap windows, but there's no purpose really. Pretty sure the fabricator is fully up. But yeah, now I can do this without really losing much here, I guess. I think, I hope. There's something new in the log. Whoop. Okay, while there's something comforting about turning the crank, you found it can be tiring on your hands. Well, no shit. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Scrap metal mass fabrication upgrades available now, it says. Okay, let's get our power back up a little bit here first. Before I give up here. As soon as I hit 100, we'll let it decay. Let's look at the computer. Here, huh? 7,000 for that. Scrap metal costs 4,000 to upgrade. Battery costs 3,000. I guess we'll throw the battery in there. Plus. Increases scrap metal mass fabricator maximum. 25 scrap metal. Okay, so I can increase it now. So that's not probably the best upgrade, because not for us where we're trying to play the game a bit more actively than idly, right? A lot of people would play a game like this while playing a different game, probably. Not me. A full undivided attention. Not I. Not you, the viewer, either. Here we are, trying to get it done. Trying to crank them out. Oh, pun intended. I kind of want to check the computer, but no, I know I got something going in the computer now. So... I'm trying to remind myself. We can make the computer work faster by making it consume more power, but I can't really make more... I can't make the crank generate more power yet. We're trying. Crankbot fabrication available. I hope that's good. Crankbot is all it says. Resource 0, crankbot efficiency. Well, we're going to start with crankbot numero uno. We'll see if we can upgrade the CPU any further. In a second as well. I'm hoping crankbot will do some cranking for us. Crankbot mass fabrication available now. Upgrading the CPU costs 25. Sure, I'll do that. Now, crankbot, 30 power, 15 scrap metal, and 2 batteries are required to make a crankbot. That is a lot of many things. Batteries, huh? And I just used the CPU. Okay. In the meantime, I guess I'm gonna research the crank. even further. I'm about to give up all my batteries. I haven't made good use of them. Okay, now unfortunately we're stuck in this void here where it looks like our power consumption is basically topped off. I can't generate as much power as necessary, it would appear, to actually keep things powered. Because I think if I stop, it just sits at like around 10. Just under 10, and nothing happens. I see. Now, if I lower that to 0, will it stop flickering like the annoyingness? Or is it still gonna flicker? It appears to still flicker. I was hoping to stop the flicker, but yeah, I guess I don't generate enough. I would have to lower the power consumption here. I guess I can turn that back up. I just don't want our eyes to wear out, you know? So we're going to need a lot more scrap metal. We have enough batteries. At least. For the first crankbot. Something tells me the crankbot is not going to be as efficient as I hope. Crank power output has increased. Okay. So now we just crank more, apparently. Crankbot. Speed 1. 30 power, 15 scrap, 2 batteries. Done. So now I can potentially turn that up if I want to research anything. Assumedly, because crank power output has gone up. Oh, batteries got a lot more expensive to research, it would appear, huh? There's a crankbot efficiency. Kind of just want to see what happened here. Whoop. We're going to need more batteries here, too, now. Because assumably we'll need more crankbots as well. So I'm thinking we might do... Let's research the scrap metal. Oh, crankbot condition. So this is all new. Let's spend a minute here to try to get this going. Man, our crank efficiency did not get that much better, I gotta say, or rather the output. Quite minimal. Active 0, average. Average crank power per second 6.6. There's also a destroy button. Huh. Kinda wonder what some of this means. Are we done yet? Seems like the power caught up. We have some messages to go read. I don't think we're done researching, though. So it seems like we might as well wait. We're going to need more power anyway. We have one crankbot. I can change it to active. I guess I can do that now. Active 1. I only have one crankbot, right? Average. Perfect. Best. Perfect. Worst. Perfect. Come again? Maybe the info box can tell me more. Crankbot condition. Okay, we're done. Let me read a few things here. A small automated bot that can turn the crank. One alone doesn't seem to be much of much use, but with enough of them, you may never need to turn the crank again. Insufficient scrap metal is all it said. I think I saw this move. Did you see that? Aha. So I can have up to 5, it would appear. So I guess that's the goal. To make a lot of crank bots and to make them more efficient eventually as well, right? And then we'll keep researching a variety of things from here. Scrap metal fabrication speed has increased now, too, by the way. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's like a lot faster, huh? Okay, so I needed to research something. Let's just keep doing the crank. Let's keep cranking it, baby. I know we're working towards these bots, but... It seems like it's gonna be a while, right? Tis gonna be a while. I think I need 20 scrap metal. Trying to build up enough. It's hard to manage it all and have enough power without the power going out. It's not the end of the world. It does stop all production, it seems, though. It must cost something for the fabrication of the scrap metal, huh? It's gonna be hard to make a battery because I'm just not gonna have enough power, am I? While I'm researching? Might want to turn down the research a little bit again. Maybe down to just 5. Hello? Thank you. So that I can kind of manage it all. Wait a minute. I don't need any more scrap metal. Can I make a battery? I think I did manage to click battery. It said that I used 10. Huh. Well, we can actually see the crank power now, I'm noticing. So average is excellent. What do you mean very good? We're waiting on the crank some more. We have another battery now. The research for it. I need 30 power. Okay, I am making a crank pot. Ah, wait. We're about to get a second crank pot. I'm not worried. Oh, now we have a blue bar. Crank maximum has now increased even further. So now our average crank power per second has gone up. Gotcha. Is it 10? Come on, show me 10. Don't you dare stop at 9.9 like that. Don't you dare, though. You monster. Is it probably about time we upgrade the system, huh? Let's get that going. Can I get another battery? I can. Okay. Well, this is going to be good now. And I now have 2 crank bots. As well. Takes a while to do all this. More batteries. I tried to click battery. I don't know if it worked. Looks like I can practically make another crank bot. Anyway. We'll see what upgrading the system does here, but it could be interesting. I think we can do another crank bot now. Try to grab one real quick. Huh. Thank you. Go back. Quick charge. Crank it. Okay. I already forgot. The system is still costing I think the upgrade for the system is still more than anything else at that point, but I'm just so curious what it's going to do. Okay. We need to make another battery. We need to research more scrap metal. So quickly now. Hey, before it ran out. I got it before it ran out. Crankbot now is at 3. Fabricator is already out of metal. And there's another battery made. I think we might be able to do a 4th crankbot already. This has actually moved along faster than I would have guessed. I can. I don't think I had enough for a battery, but I just clicked it anyway. I know I'm coming. Even with this amount of crankbots, I don't think it's enough. Aha, power generation monitor online. Power change. So, oh, that's how much power we're gaining. Oh, I see. So it'll show if we're in the negative. Well, that wasn't very useful. That wasn't very useful, now was it? Crankbot efficiency, we should probably consider now. We need more batteries now, too. So that system upgrade only helps us, I guess, balance it overall. You can see we're only barely in the positive right now with the 2.9. Crankbot strength increased. Okay, that's good. Now, that's 4,500. Let's research the crankbot itself some more. We need another battery for our 5th crankbot, which might be our last because it says active 5. If I'm understanding this correctly. There we go. We got another battery. 15 scrap metal, some batteries. Okay. Here comes our 5th crankbot. They're a-coming. Kind of want to see how they're churning away here on their own without me. Because I haven't really tried to watch. I'm upgrading probably their fabrication. If I were to guess, the research for it. It's probably just going to help us make them faster or something. We got something here. Make a battery. Maximum active crank bots upgraded. Okay, that's perfect. That was actually good timing because we just hit 5. So now it goes up to 10. I understand. So efficiency, crank, battery. Scrap metal doesn't seem that big of a deal. Kind of want to see. Yeah, they're pretty terrible at their job. The crank bots look like they're finally starting to be useful. Are you sure about that? Okay. I think I tried to line up a battery, but I don't know. So I could double their efficiency. Worst is poor. By getting 5 more, but that's still nowhere near efficient. I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of cranking myself here. We're capped out on scrap metal. Gotta make sure we're making a battery. You could actually be spending batteries the scrap metal rather, to be making batteries faster. That is a plausibility. Okay, make another one. Can I make one of those yet? I cannot. I chose something, right? To upgrade? I believe so. Okay, so we got to make a new crankbot. We need 15 crankbot speed increased. More crankbots. Can I just increase that? Apparently. So that way, if I have something, if I am able to make it, I guess it'll let me. Right? Oh, whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. All right, I need to research something new. But what to research? I know, I've been ignoring, like, the battery. Admittedly. It's probably about time, because it's been a while. We're actually kind of keeping up here. I'm going to spend scrap metal to try to make batteries faster. Okay, they are not cranking enough, that's for sure. Come on, my crankbots. We always wind up in this place, don't we? Where we're spending energy and resources to create beings that make energy and resources. And that's it. That's the end of our lives. Come on, let's go. Are we making those crankbots or what? It is still teed up. We now have 6 crankbots. Go, my crankbots. What should I be researching next? What would you research now at this point in time? Battery mass fabrication available. Ooh, that's convenient. It actually is. So this way I just got to make sure those are always going. 65, 15, geez. I guess we'll check out the scrap metal one now. Now, whenever the fabricator turns orange, I just gotta quickly check it. But now I don't have to micromanage everything anymore, huh? Especially the battery thing. Okay, this will help. This will actually help. I just gotta make sure these are always topped off, basically. Wait for it to turn orange. Get new research whenever I can. Still gonna be scrap metal. By and large, the most that I have to keep redoing. Crankpot is now 7. Worst is worn out. So wait, the crankpots get tired? So am I supposed to destroy them when they get tired? Oh. That's a little disturbing. Oh, I understand. So the average condition is good. The best is perfect. The worst is worn out. Oh, now I understand this box much better. Because I had no idea what the hell it was talking about, I think, before that point. And I'm at 7, so I guess the idea is you'd want to destroy the worn out ones. Oh. Scrap metal capacity upgrades are available. Okay. Hey, why aren't we making the crankbots exactly here? Oh, because I was making too many batteries, probably. Cost 25 scrap metal to increase scrap metal maximum. Increase scrap metal mass fabricator maximum. Oh. Either way, it just costs stupid freaking scrap metal. Alright, stop making batteries for a second. Okay, just make the last one there real quick. Okay. Failing. Oh, they are actually kind of working here, too. Look at that. Try to destroy it. The worst one is now very poor. I don't know if I should have bothered because I only had 7. Right? Okay. I understand now. Crank, battery, scrap metal, system, crank bot. Hold on. Crank bot, efficiency. I'm coming. I probably shouldn't have destroyed that one yet. But they're kind of working now. Gotta keep us in power here. I'm researching something new, but then I probably want to spend some time just earning scrap metal to do various things, I guess. Let's get this real quick. I definitely need to up the maximum amount of scrap metal you can hold. So I'm guessing we want new robots as often as possible. It's probably just a matter of time, right? How long they've been around? That determines their quality. That's my guess. We're making one more crankbot and then we're going to be out of batteries. That's fine to take a moment, I think. To kind of look at some other things, I think. We could consider upgrading. Yeah, there's actually still a lot of options going on here. Whoop. Many things to consider. Crankbot is now at 9. Maybe we should, why don't we try to make... Why don't we try to get to 10, and then we take a moment here, huh? We'll get one more battery. Then we'll focus on kind of using our scrap metal to upgrade various things like the maximum capacity and things of that nature. Speaking of which, so now I can upgrade that by 5. I'm coming. The average condition is still good. So you're not actually making a crankpot right now, are you? What are we out of? 30 power, 15 scrap, 2 batteries. Well, I finally just stopped. Hold on. Hold on. Crankbot durability has now increased as well. Okay. Upgraded, the CPU requires more. We need to increase our scrap metal maximum. Okay. That's donezo. Okay, durability increase on them sounds good. Oh, look, our average condition actually went up to very good. So it even increased the current durability of them. Okay, we're now making another crankbot as well. This will be our last one. While we do some research and upgrade some other things. Try to upgrade like the CPU and such, probably. Right? A few other things, I guess. Okay, Crankbot is now 10 out of 10. Well done, I love you. You're doing a great job, my friends. Average crank power per second is 2.5, so yeah, it's actually not doing too bad. This way we can focus on some other things. Let's upgrade the CPU so that that will be more efficient, but I do require more power. We're probably going to have to upgrade the crank. I still need more power just to make the scrap metal, it would appear. It's not 100% clear to me how much power it takes to actually make the scrap metal. I'm going to increase that. 21 for the next. Let me hold this down for a minute. Okay, increase that further. Let's increase the total capacity one more time. Okay, that looks pretty good. Crank, scrap metal, crank bot. Let's upgrade the crank itself. So this means I'm gonna have to hold it down for a bit. Alright. Try to keep my feet warm and cozy in here. Oh my god, it's already been like 40 minutes almost. It's only 64 in my office right now. How'd that happen? It's chilly out tonight. It is chilly. Now we're back to the research. I know I upgraded the research ability. Oh wait, did I recently? Maybe I didn't recently. We're actually losing power per second right now. We lost a crankbot, it would appear. We went down to 9 out of 10. Huh. Interesting. Apparently they just straight up get destroyed. Eventually. Fascinating. Oh, yeah, I went down to 8 crankbots. Really? Why? I'm not even seeing, like, worn out messages or anything like that. So I made a battery. Here's another battery, because I guess I want to make some more crankbots, right? Huh. Now we are making another crankbot. I'm not sure. Mini crank available. Mini crank on. Wait. Oh, I can do it from another window? Oh, I think. Okay. Can't complain about that, I suppose. Need 2 more batteries, 1 more crankpot. Okay, that's nice. Made a little bit of progress here, then. Okay, so we need to research something else here now, too. Question is what? I don't know. We'll try out the batteries just to be different here. I feel like I don't want to make a ton of batteries, per se. Maybe it's just me. Whoops, I'm just sitting here staring at the window. Because we need the scrap metal to upgrade, well, scrap metal itself, number one. Maximum scrap metal would still be a necessity, no doubt. We are losing a lot of power now. So this is probably because making a crankbot costs power over time. That's my guess. I mean, so does scrap metal, but I don't know if it really tells you what it's costing you. We do have a new message in the log. We also got to upgrade the CPU further. We apparently lost another crankbot. Back down to 9, unfortunately. Now, is it really worth... Now that I have the mini crank especially, is it actually worth making crankbots that much right now? It's kind of questionable. It's really just about researching as quick as possible and how I can do that. Oh, sorry, I wasn't holding it down. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. So I can upgrade the computer and try to give it more power, but I can't actually generate enough power right now is the problem. And I've upgraded the crank a lot. What feels like a lot, at least. And while I can get more batteries, they don't generate more power. They just let me hold more power. Battery charge is now increased. Yeah, not... That was the battery upgrade, I see. Scrap metal could be upgraded further, so could the crank pot. I feel like you kind of just got to keep upgrading the crank and just hope that it gives me more things to do with that. In the meantime, I'll keep making scrap metal. And we'll upgrade scrap metal capacity. We're losing power quite a bit. Yeah, we just can't generate enough. It's not even close. I don't think the power change... I'm watching the power change a lot here. I don't think that's accurate when we keep going under 10. Although apparently if we stop making scrap metal, it's okay. Huh. That's interesting then. So this might be the best way right now to do research as quick as possible. So should I just turn off the crank bots while I'm like not even using them? So that way they don't lose durability, if that's even accurate as to what's going on. I'm not certain that that's how it works. It is a good question. So I don't know if I want to upgrade the CPU because I just can't generate enough power to keep up with it most of the time. And I can't do anything else either, right? I want to read the log real quick. The more batteries you make, the more you're confident that research into them may lead towards a new source of power. Oh, so I guess that's a hint that I should be researching batteries? What do you think? Sounds like it to me. I feel like I lost a crankbot even though I wasn't using them. Crank maximum speed has now increased. Okay. It's a little something. You know what? Turn the crankbots back on. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. 40 scrap metal to upgrade that even further. So I guess I will prioritize the batteries. It's not the cheapest thing to research right now. I mean, they straight up told me, didn't they? Okay. So we're still using more power. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Are we? Okay, we are actually positive in power. Even though I've upgraded the CPU even further, right? Slightly positive in power. Very low on scrap metal. Kind of just focusing on... I think like 10 here or something. I don't know. Focusing on the research. But yeah, now I'm like out of power, so... Now we got to build it back up. Ideally, you're just not capping out on power at any point, right? But this is probably as good as it gets, really, right? Because we're at only a positive of 0.9 per second. So that's pretty much as efficient as you can make it. All right, batteries, don't fail me. Let's buy a battery. Because I assume battery mass fabrication upgrades available. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted something cool. Boo this game. Okay. Next battery upgrade is 9,000. Scrap metal. I kind of want to do another crankbot one and find out. I am losing crankbots, by the way. So I need 3 more. And I need 6 more batteries then. No, sorry, 4 more batteries then, that means. I'm doing everything all at once, which means there's no way I'm going to keep up with this power consumption. As far as I understand it. Because I'm researching, I'm battering, and I'm crankpotting all at once. It costs 10 power to make a battery. I remember that much. Costs even more to make a crankpot. Now, it's only going to do it when I actually have the power available, I would assume. Does it prioritize the battery or the crankbot when it comes to making them? Now I need scrap metal. Huh. I think it might just do it down the line. And it'll just make the battery first, which means I might never have as much scrap metal as I need for the crankbot, because I make batteries kind of too quickly. But that's why I kind of have a maximum set for our batteries right now. All right, come on, get the power going back up. Crankbot mass fabrication upgrades available. That's pretty much useless. So I can make more crankbots at once. Ah. Oy, oy, oy. I tell ya. Okay. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, I guess. Yeah, I thought I was done with batteries here. What's going on? Why is it making another one? Now you're making the crankbots, finally. I need a lot more crankbots now. I've lost quite a few. Okay. Now, crankbot efficiency is very expensive. It's also not green, which is concerning. I guess I should be checking the cheapest one here, which is scrap metal. What could it upgrade for us for scrap metal now? Because I can kind of upgrade everything about it. It might just make it faster. I don't know. I'm not sure. If it could just automatically make it, that'd be fantastic, you know? Without costing energy, too, please. Now we just need power, but I'm not going to have enough power for quite a while. Make another crankbot. Although it says 7 now. Didn't it say 6 a moment ago? Huh. Whoops, my mouse was off it. Hey, what's going on there? Oh, because it got enough power to make a crankbot. Now it went down to 6. I'm losing them. It is a good question. Duranium, what the hell is that? Duranium fabrication available. I see. Requires 5 power and 25 scrap metal. I see again. Turn off the crankbots for now. Like, I'm investing a lot of energy and resources into crankbots that are getting destroyed and not actually helping us, are they? When you think about it. They're just not really worth it. 5 power, 25 scrap metal. It costs 5 scrap metal to boost it. Okay. Boink, boink, boink. Boost it, baby. I just want to find out what to do. Does it say? It says 5 power, 10 power, 10 scrap metal. So every scrap metal I make costs 5 power. Okay, I guess that makes sense. A piece of duranium, a large, smooth, and solid piece of blue metal that shimmers under the right light, unlike any other metal you've seen before. Well, what the hell does it do? It doesn't say. We're gonna have to research it. It's the only way. I see. Duranium. Actually, I didn't... Oh, it's quite cheap to upgrade here, actually. That works out for me. That's why in these games you should often just do the cheapest thing. Instead of going for something that seems like it's better or might be more important. The cheapest thing is often usually the best way to do this. Because you just never know what's behind you at every door. I didn't know duranium would be behind this door. Okay, duranium mass fabrication available. Not a surprise there, but you haven't told me what the hell it does. You're gonna have to tell me what the hell it do, baby. Okay. 5,000 it costs to upgrade it now. We're losing a lot of power, though, here. Yeah, I can't make all this. I cannot. So something must not be going during this time, is my guess. Oh, we probably just ran out of scrap metal. So I guess we'll leave it for a minute here. Why am I making so much duranium if I don't know what it does? Huh. I guess I shouldn't make that much. Well, assumably it's going to do something good, right? I'm sure it'll be great. Scan. Scanner module available. Okay. Repair. Repair scanner 5 duranium. Okay. We won't research anything for a minute. We'll work on this instead. Shall we? I don't think it's clear at all what the hell that does. Oh my god, this is gonna take so long. It's so slow. Sweet Jesus. Repair the scanner. 5 duranium. Okay. Duranium is 7,500 to research now. Scrap metal is 7,000. That's the cheapest thing. Therefore, that's what I shall do. We'll just do the duranium and the research for the moment, I suppose. And we wait. Something new in the log, it would appear. Maybe you'll tell me what the hell's going on by now. So, what's the lore here? We're in a cave? There is a crank that generates power to the room. And then around the room... we can find things like scrap metal, and then make batteries and crankpots and duranium, or fine duranium, whichever. That's the lore. Another piece of scrap metal comes out of the fabricator. The marvel of creating matter from power lost its thrill long ago. Yeah, it did. It truly, truly did. Okay. Now I can speed up the duranium a little bit. Which costs scrap metal. I'm trying to think of what is that actually the efficient thing to do. I don't know. Scrap metal fabrication speed is now increased. Okay. My power is capped. 8,000. Uranium is the cheapest thing. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that researching more duranium will allow me to upgrade to the capacity or something stupid. All right, we are now repairing the scanner. Officially. We shall find out what it do. I've basically given up on the crankbots for now. Yeah, I'd have to keep researching the crankbots to increase the maximum because, like, they can't crank the whole time for me. They're not good enough. Sorry. Now, what the hell are we looking at? Allocate power to faster and more effective scanning. What? Up to 3 power, it says. Faster and more effective scanning. So I'm trying to research and scan at the same time. It's not working. Apparently I have an extra duranium. I don't know. Okay, so I take it it's not good enough. We're not making anything. I'm just researching the duranium. Alright, why don't we try to finish this, and then we'll relax for a second, try to take in what the hell's going on over there. Uranium fabrication speed is now increased. Okay. Alrighty. Average poor. Poor. Do we know what the hell this is doing yet? I cannot tell. But we certainly are scanning. Oh, wait. You see a small mass of wreckage floating in space. Retrieve it. Unknown item available for research. Scanner online. There's nothing of use in the wreckage. With the exception of a strange artifact, you take it aboard. Where is it? Kind of got distracted. Mini crank on, destroy. Question mark. It only costs 3,000. Okay, that's cheap. Scanner is lit up because there is something else. You see the remains of what appears to be an old large station. Most of everything of value seems to be picked off it, but there may be something of value still inside. Investigate. Inside there's some scrap that can be collected, though there may be more value deeper in the derelict. Go deeper. After a closer inspection in areas other scavengers missed, you managed to find 1 antimatter remaining in the station's fuel reserves. There's nothing of use in the wreckage with the exception of a strange artifact. You take it aboard. Oh, wait, whoops, that's the first message. So we found 1 antimatter. Whatever the hell that means. Weapons. Now it says. What? Come again? What's this? 9 pieces of scrap metal. Okay. So, weapons control available. Unknown item available for research. Turns out it was weapons. Antimatter costs 10k to research. Scanner is our cheapest thing to research now. I'm probably going to have to turn the scanner off if we actually want to keep up the research here. But there's a lot for us to kind of spread around to here. There's a lot for us to investigate for sure. I haven't even clicked on the weapons tab yet. Don't worry, I'm getting there. I kind of like the idea of the scanner. I do wish that I didn't have to crank manually still. And instead I could kind of look around the screen and figure this out by now. There's like so much to think about. And I'm low on crank bots. Damn. Oh my god, and it's been an hour since I started recording. Weapons tab. What the hell is this? Ship 100 out of 100. We're in a spaceship? Scanner power upgraded. So it can go faster probably now, I'm guessing. Yeah, now it goes up to 4. Weapons. Repair phasers, 10 duranium. Scanner picked something up. There is a signal from a distress beacon. It is faint. Respond. Scan. You head towards the beacon, but all you find is some debris from what looks to be a one-sided battle. You collect 24 pieces of scrap metal. Okay. That's nice, I guess. What the holy god? Investigate. Go deeper. Got another antimatter. 8 duranium. Whoa, whoa. Look at all this. An automated trade beacon is set up in this area. It responds to all queries with a simple response stating it is selling you 2 crank bots for 400 power. Well, I can't afford it, so I have to ignore it. 7 duranium. Small scout ship. It appears to be hostile. Requires a weapon. Uh-oh. We're cool, right? We're cool guys, right? So they wanted 400 power, so I need a ton of batteries for that then. Insufficient uranium. Okay. Something new on the scan. 13 uranium. Oh, but oh yeah, it costs. How much do you need for the phasers? 10 uranium. So I would need to probably research uranium further so that I can hold more uranium for the weapons. Okay. I think I understand. Crankbot. There's other things that are cheaper to upgrade right now, though. Namely, the scrap metal would be next. Oh, man, it really... I gotta say, they kind of surprised me here with where it's gone now from this point on. I'm a little disappointed that I still have to hold down the crank like this. Obviously, I could probably work on the crank bots, but yeah, they just were not quite as good as I had hoped. But maybe I didn't give them enough. Maybe I didn't give them enough. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there for now. If you really want to see more of it, let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of split. I wouldn't hate to see where this goes, because they definitely got me intrigued. They hooked me in the past, like, 10 minutes, that's for sure, with the scanner and the weapons and everything. It got really interesting in that moment. Do I love every aspect about it? It's just the crank. The crank, I mean, it's literally called crank. What do you expect? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what's going on. It helps me know what to put on the channel if you comment. And I'll see you in another video.